Oh, this brings back memories. Here, I want you to try this. Okay, now tell me, what does this make you think of? Senior year class trip painting in the park? Yes!
Rich, creamy tasting coffee with just a hint of plein air flavor. Chock full of paint from General Foods Impressionist Coffee.
That plein air painter was great. Kyle Martin. Yes, he's the best. He's the best.
Celebrate the moments of our lives.
Welcome to another plein air adventure in an urban environment. Once again, we're right here in New York City on the Upper West Side of Manhattan, and it's a little cooler today. It's actually starting to feel like the first days of September. We went from some hot ones at the end of August, and we're making our way into the beginnings of fall. It's some exciting times to do some different paintings. So let's go out, enjoy this absolutely beautiful weather. Not a cloud in the sky, 62 degrees, very little wind. Couldn't ask for a better day to paint. Let's go take advantage of that, and let's go find a spot. Okay, I think I found a spot to paint today. I ran into a really interesting gentleman while I was walking and looking for a spot. We got in a conversation. I decided to just keep walking, and when our conversation ended, that's when I would find where I'd like to paint. And look at what we found here. A beautiful location, coffee shop, the Sensuous Bean. Sometimes, you know, I think my Nana used to say, let's just get in the car and see where it takes us. And what do you know, I decided to just have a nice conversation, ended up here, and wished that maybe I had my umbrella as light's hitting the canvas, but we're not even going to worry about that today. It's so nice out. Let's just put paint on the canvas, see what happens, good or bad, we'll have a good time. So let's get started. How's it going?
Good.
Good. Hi.
So which building are you doing?
I'm doing the coffee shop here.
Oh,
Yeah, and this is the awning.
okay, I got you.
Yeah. The sidewalk here. Yeah. Just getting the first part of the drawing in. And I like to do the drawing in one color and then add color after I kind of get the bigger shapes and the lights and darks. Yeah. Do you ever go to this coffee shop?
I live here.
Oh, okay. Kind of wander down here off of Central Park West, and I mean this is just so neat to paint, right? The light prettiness.
Yeah. It's a lot of history.
A lot of what?
History for the black.
History?
Yeah. Goldman Sachs, right? With the start.
Goldman Sachs?
Yeah. Goldman was living in one building, and the other guy was living in another building right here.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Lady Gaga lived. Her parents lived next block.
Lady Gaga's parents live in the next block.
Yeah.
Do you ever see her around? Does she come to this coffee shop?
I know. I see.
Yeah. It's kind of neat. Everyone's
It's nice.
everyone's together. So thanks for stopping by. Have a good one. Okay, we got a quick drawing in. It took about 20 minutes. Really fun one to do. Lots of different shadows, lots of different patches of light, and it's kind of a balance between simplifying and getting everything in that needs to be in there. So I'm sure I'll adjust things as I go along, but I think we got a good base, and let's continue on with the block in.
Quite nice. I like
Thank
it.
you, appreciate it.
How long have you been doing this?
This painting, I started probably about 8:45, 9 o'clock. And
Good light this morning.
yeah, that's why I stopped
Yeah.
here. This morning, as I was looking for a spot, I ran into a really nice guy, and we just started talking, and I just kind of went with him as we were walking.
Yeah.
I ended up down here, and
Something different for you.
something different, and I mean, how could I not paint this when I saw it with
Well,
the light
we're so
hitting?
partial to this spot. We
Yeah.
love to come here and get coffee and
Yeah.
sit, and it's such a beautiful street. You
It's
know.
so nice. It's so
Yeah.
nice and quiet, and some nice people have talked to me about, told me a little bit more about the street,
Yeah.
and you know, the history of it, and some famous people that have lived here.
Yeah.
And I like painting just interesting lighting situations on days where there is light. If there's not, then it's like more about the scene. But I really like to just try to paint the light
Yeah.
on days like this. So.
I didn't know if it was something that you did for just for yourself, or
Yeah.
whether it was something that you did for.
Yeah, it's actually a little bit of both. I do it for myself just because I have fun doing it.
Yeah.
Sure.
But I have a background. I have an MFA in painting, and I didn't always do this type of work.
Yeah.
But you know, relatively recently, I just kind of reassessed what I was after, and the reason
Everyone's done that.
yeah, everyone's done that. Yeah, no matter what you're doing.
Yeah,
and,
yeah. You're like,
and you know,
is this how
what's
I wanna
important
live
to
my
you?
life?
What's
Yeah,
important? Like,
for sure.
yeah, and thank you.
I've seen this view a billion times. It's beautiful.
Thank you, appreciate it. So I said, you know, painting has started to be not fun. And I'm like, why did I even start doing this? You know, I could do any job that's not fun, and I have, and make more money.
You probably could, yeah.
And so I'm like, why? If I'm gonna do painting, I want it to be fun. So I just took a step back and said, forget, you know, what anyone else thinks, even me.
Yeah.
And when I'm out here, it's about the experience of being in front of the canvas and this, you know, small time that I get to relax and do this. If I go home with something that I like or someone else likes, that's great.
Yeah.
If not, the time out here was just as valuable to me.
Yeah.
Half of it is getting to meet interesting people and discuss art, discuss anything.
Sure.
And
It's a good
the other half is the
conversation
painting.
starter.
And I mean, that's part of also why it's so important just to come out here. I couldn't get the same satisfaction right now, at least, if I was just in my studio by myself working on a painting.
Yeah.
And so it was kind of a big jump for me to just say, okay, I'm going to go outside and paint. Because I've always wanted to. I always admired people that do that. But I've always just been like, maybe not for me. I'm a little bit quiet. I'm a little scared of people. I don't really want people.
I don't want that judgment.
And about, you know, about 5 paintings into it, I'm like, wow, this is fun.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's fresh air. It's a good day. It's like
Yeah. And I have gone out. I mean, I like all weather. Obviously, this is just like, I mean, the most perfect weather you can possibly
couldn't be
get.
better.
But I've gone out, you know, where I'm worried about feeling my fingers in the snow, and
Chilly, yeah.
it's all fun. I mean, just in different ways.
Yeah.
18
You've
paintings
made
now.
huge progress. About 2 hours ago, there was nothing there.
Yeah, well, the light changes so fast. You just have to really attack it. And I mean, you can see how this is different than what we're looking at here. But it's like, that's part of it too. Is along the way, I see what I like, I put it on. But maybe it changes, and maybe I take it off, or maybe I like it so much I leave it. So it's kind of more of a. It's not like one specific moment. It's like I said, a record of my time out here. And, you know, if like bugs get into it, if it snows, I have some with like a weird. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah.
Oh, all kinds of things happen to the canvas.
All kinds
when
of
you're out here.
yeah. I mean, when it gets wet and rain gets on it, that gives it kind of a different feel for the finished paint because it doesn't mix with the oil well.
Yeah. I was gonna say it. This looks like oil. I don't think it's acrylic.
It's
I was
oil.
guessing.
Yeah. And so I at first I was like, oh, this ruined the painting. But then I was like, no, maybe not. Okay, so we've got the block in. It went pretty fast, actually. I kind of veered toward adding a few details while I could. There's some nice figures sitting in front of the coffee shop that I wanted to at least plop in a basic idea of. Usually I like to wait till the end, but things moved and it seemed like they were really positioned nice and light was hitting them, so I just went for it. We're going to refine this a little bit, change some colors, change some of the light patterns to reflect more of what I'm seeing now. But we'll keep the things that we like, and it'll be kind of a combination of our time spent out here. I apologize for the light hitting the canvas. Hopefully you can see this okay, and if not, you get to see exactly what I'm seeing. Things aren't always perfect when you're painting outside, and you just kind of have to roll with it. And as far as I'm concerned, that's all part of the process. So let's continue and refine the big shapes and add details. Thanks.
No.
Maybe that's what makes
It's gotta
it.
be one of a kind.
Yeah, then maybe that's what makes it a good representation of that exact day and those few hours that I was out here.
Yeah.
So it's been as much of a learning experience for me as anything, and I'm pretty. It's like really saved me these last 2 years. Like getting out of the house,
Yeah.
Something to
getting
occupy
some
your
fresh air.
It's
Yeah.
like something that occupies your mind. While you're
Yeah.
like a all the other stuff you kind of just.
On the days that I don't do it, it's like weird. If I go like a few days, it's like I'm feeling it. It's like I didn't take my vitamins or something.
I hear you, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel the same way about like trying to get out for a walk every day.
Yeah,
Stuck inside.
getting that vitamin D,
Mm-hmm.
and just being in the fresh air. It's like my 2-year-old son. Like, if he doesn't go to the playground, it's gonna be a tough.
It's gonna
It's
be
gonna be a tough
day.
night. Like, so, it's harder in the winter, obviously, but it's a fun thing to do. So I appreciate, and I love talking to people who are interested. So
Sure.
sometimes
I mean,
people stop, and I like scare them away because they were like, I just wanted to say hi, but you know.
I know nothing about art. I look at things and I enjoy them, or sometimes I do affect them and I just don't get it.
Yeah.
I'm not like I don't need to overanalyze. It's just like,
Yeah, and that's
if it's pleasing, then great.
that's what this art is for. It's not for the people who need to overanalyze. And I've had people come by who aren't as nice as you and try to tell me what I should do.
Oh no, that's so annoying.
And I'm
That's
fine.
the reason I wouldn't hang outside. Like, I don't want your feedback.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, like literally 99% of all the people are either like you, or they don't like the work. They'll politely just keep walking.
Yeah,
you
they
know.
don't say anything.
But a few people like to tell me how I should do my personal artwork.
Well, I would. Perspective is.
Yeah,
like
I mean, I
no.
would never tell anyone how to do any job. Even people I know, let alone someone I just met on the street.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
everyone's different,
Yeah,
and
it's just telling
I
about who
actually
they are.
even welcome that
Yeah.
because once again, it's like part of being out here, and
Sure.
maybe that influenced something that went into the painting and made it different.
Yeah. The most I would ever do is ask someone if they had considered something.
Yeah.
But that's it.
Yeah.
It's
Well, the
like,
funny
yeah.
thing is when people try to give me advice, and then they get mad that I don't accept it. It's like, you can give me all the advice you want, but I'm also allowed to, since I just met you like 5 minutes ago,
Right, yeah.
I don't know that I'm going to change everything I'm doing
Yeah, like-
to make your day. Yeah. And
Crazy.
so they'll walk off and be upset, and then it's like, I'm
if you
sorry.
want to commission one, then sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. or like, if half the time it'll be a half-finished piece too, and it's like, maybe it'll be different when it's done. Maybe you would like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree.
But I'm telling you, like, it's so rare that happens.
Yeah.
It actually surprises me. It's before I came out, I was like, everyone's gonna be like that. Like,
That
it's
was
New
like
York.
The thing you were
It is
reading
New
about.
York.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's New York, and like I've seen how people like they don't.
People can be tough.
People don't. Yeah, people don't try to be nice just to be nice around here. And
No.
if they feel something, they say it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
which like in a way that's a nice thing because you're getting direct real feedback. Other
Exactly.
places they sugarcoat things, which is annoying.
Exactly.
But
Exactly. What
it's-
surprises me is when someone doesn't sugarcoat things, and then they get upset when I don't sugarcoat things back.
Right.
It's
I
like,
thought we
hey,
were-
I thought we were on a thing here.
Yeah.
You're
Like,
doing it.
We're being
yeah,
honest.
I was
don't
matching
like
your
shoes.
intensity.
Yeah.
You came along and talked to me. I was just politely painting by
Right.
myself.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Don't get upset because I answered you in the same kind of way that you approached me. But oh well. I think it's all just like everything else in life too. It's like consistency. It's like no like one or two paintings is going to represent me, and no one or two days of being out here is going to like make me be a successful famous artist.
Yeah.
But like doing it over the course of time, then
It
it
adds
opens me up to opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I have to say, so during COVID, I started to learn like a little bit about watercolors. I mean, I've never did any art, and I really find these like step-by-step videos of watching somebody do something very valuable. So
Oh,
I think
thank you.
there are probably a lot of people who are interested
Yeah,
in that aspect of it.
I've kind of noticed that there seems to be more because I'm a junkie for
I'm
it.
gonna take
Like,
a quick look if
yeah.
you don't mind.
yeah, you can go closer if you want. I've always been a junkie. Like, it's funny because when I first started putting these videos up, I'm like, I want to show the whole process. I want to show it in real time. And so my wife's like, that's really boring.
No one's gonna watch an hour of that.
And I know. I was like, she's like, I love art. Like my wife and I met because I used to sell my art in front of the Met,
Oh, cool.
and she bought a piece from me. This
Oh
was
my
like
God, that's such a
years
sweet-
and years ago.
sweet
Like,
lady.
well, like 8 years ago, she
Yeah.
bought a piece from me, and then we kind of hit it off. Came back and sat next to me the next day. She was like doing an internship at the Met.
Oh, yeah, sure.
came back and sat next to me, and then the next day, and we just ended up talking for like hours and hours. And then now we're married, and happily married. But she's like, I love painting and I love everything to do with art. But that video,
That's really
you put the whole thing on there, that's really boring.
Yeah.
Sorry. And then I was like, what, really? And I watched it and I'm like, maybe she's right. Like there's like maybe 1 or 2 people that would like it. I think I would like something like that, but I know that I'm like in the minority with that.
Sure.
So I've like I totally agreed with her and condensed them down, and they're much more. They're like half entertainment, half painting, which is kind of more fun to watch.
Yeah, and that's.
I do a lot of the more main streets, but it's you find some neat surprises when you come down the side streets.
Yes.
I do the park a lot too, but
Yeah.
it's all fun. There's a million things to do, and I'll never run out of stuff.
Well, not here.
Yeah.
All right. Cheers, man.
Well, have
Nice
a good
to see
one.
you.
Thank you. Your turn. You work there?
My turn. Oh wow. Oh my goodness.
What do you think?
Beautiful.
Yeah?
Is this a man holding a hat? The construction man holding a hat?
No, but that if you see that, that's fine with me. It's just like it was just supposed to be like a purse, you know. But hey, it could be a construction man holding the hat.
Oh my
If you have
goodness,
construction
beautiful.
workers come in there.
Oh, all the time.
Okay, yeah.
Oh my god, wait till the owner says that she's going to leave something.
Cool. I'll when I put it on Instagram, I'll tag. Yeah. Thank you.
Where are you from?
Appreciate it. Originally Oregon.
Really?
Yeah, but I've lived in New York for like 10 years.
And your name?
Woody.
Woody? I'm
Yeah.
Darius.
Do you like my car?
Yeah. That's one of the
Hi,
owner's
Darius.
name is too.
That's what?
One of the owner's name too.
Woody?
Woody.
Cool.
Actually, Woody Wilson, Woody Weber.
Wow, alliteration, right? Yeah, Darius.
Darius.
Nice meeting
It
you.
was a pleasure.
Yeah, yeah. Have a good one. Thanks for coming out. Okay, I'm going to call this a finished painting. Obviously you can see, once again, the light is totally different from when I started. There was once a lot of dappled light on the ground and on the awning, and now we're in complete shadow. So sometimes it's good to just kind of let the environment tell you when it's time to finish a painting. You don't always have to keep painting from memory. Sometimes that's good, but sometimes it takes away from what you're trying to ultimately achieve in representing your time spent out in front of the canvas. So once again, thank you for joining me. If you like the video, if you like the painting, please like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. I really appreciate you leaving your comments, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you.